What's in your garage continues with a visit to James Demopoulos. And what a marvellous lineup James is presenting here today. Some beautiful large four-door sedans. Morning James, how are you?
Morning Vince, good morning club members, how's it going?
Very good, thank you.
This is my set of S-Class saloons.
Oh right, okay. Very good. And let's start off with the oldest looking one.
Yeah, this is the oldest one. It's the year of my birth, 1979.
Oh, goodness me.
Well, okay, 59.
59, all
Fair
right.
enough, okay. It's a W120 220S. This was purchased from an older gentleman that couldn't drive anymore because he was falling asleep when he drive.
Oh dear.
So I've had it for a few years. Haven't done much to the car. It's a good driving condition. Runs very smoothly.
This has got a nice burgundy coloured interior, if I recall.
Yes.
Let's have a look at that.
There you go.
Is this all original?
Not really. I'm led to believe that it's all been changed.
Oh, okay.
But it was changed when he bought it about 40 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's nice timber work. Love the timber on it.
Well, before I get to that, these burgundy seats are in terrific condition and look just beautiful. So we're not quite sure how old the seats are. There you go in the back there. Well, we do have seat belts too. But you're right, James, yeah, the woodwork is beautiful.
The radio is not very original.
Oh well, we can't have it all.
No.
And what have we got on the clock on this one, do you know? 71,000?
Yeah, original, a few times over perhaps.
Still in pretty good nick for a 1959.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, okay. Beautiful door cards there, matte pocket too.
Needs a bit of cleaning, detailing.
Well, when you've got so many cars, must be difficult to keep up with them all.
True, true Vince.
So you're saying this is one of the first S-classes?
Well, it's a 59. I'm not sure when the S-Class is the earliest one I've got, but there was earlier ones than that. But that's the earliest shape that I have. I love the way the doors close. I mean, for a car 61 years of age,
It's solid, isn't it?
yes, absolutely beautiful.
Solid. Alright, so that's the 1959 Ponton. And what have you lined up next to it?
The next one is a
This is a magnificent looking Finny.
111 230S, 1968.
Okay, so almost 10 years difference between the two.
Yes, the first one we called Miss Daisy.
Ah, yes.
The next one we called German the Herman.
All right.
Or Herman the German, I should say.
Indeed. Quite a large car, aren't they?
They are. This was purchased from a club member in Victoria.
Oh, right.
It's been all around Europe.
Really?
And it drives as smooth as.
The classic old dash with
Yes.
the upright column in the middle.
Yes, absolutely. Still trying to find the original radio for this one as well.
All right.
Very hard to come by.
And very luxurious looking and comfortable seats for touring.
Yes, absolutely. It's so smooth, this car. No squeaks, no noises.
So what motor have we got in this?
2.3 litre.
Straight six, presumably?
Straight 6, yes.
Beautiful big car. Massive boot too.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you get to drive all these different cars very much?
Yes, not on a very regular basis, because among repairs and work and house commitments, and I drive them as often as I can.
Well, that certainly is a pretty pair. But over here we've got some something a little bit more iconic.
Yes, the 6.3 300 SEL, 1969.
Now, how can we tell whether it's a 6.3 or 6.9?
Okay, well, the 6.9 is the next shape up.
Oh, it's a different shape.
Yes,
Oh,
which
right.
is like the red one, but that's not a 6.9.
Right, so it's more that shape, but with the M100.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Same M100 motor, but this is the top of the range in the 109. They came in a 3.5 as well and a 300. And the difference between this and the 108, which is pretty much very similar, is the air suspension and usually the length of the rear doors, although you can get the 280 SEL that's got longer doors, but the air suspension is the main difference, and obviously the bigger motor in this one.
Right. Now this is something I haven't seen before. Whilst I've seen the stone guards before, I haven't seen a headlamp set into the stone guard.
Yeah, I believe that's factory.
Really?
Yes.
My goodness, I've never seen that in all. That's just amazing. To me, anyway.
That one is not sitting as well as the other one. I think the other one is sitting better, but it's one of those things that I've got to tinker around with.
It's almost ironic, isn't it, to have a stone guard and then you put a glass light in the stone guard. Anyway.
Good point.
So this is the 6.3 huge four-door saloon. Oh, this has got a very nice interior too. Look at that. Let's have a look inside there, James, please.
Interior is all original. Timberworks needs work.
That gear stick looks like it's out of a pagoda. Maybe they continued it over. Wow, look at that. Got a Beckham Mexico in there. And what have we got on the clock on this one? Miles per hour, 61,700. Just magnificent. The contrast with the silver and sort of reddish brown almost.
Yes. It's lovely thing.
Beautiful, big, comfortable seats. Have a snooze in the back there whilst you're bombing down the Autobahn. The good old days. Wonderful. Sunroof as well.
Yeah, fully optioned.
6.3. Now you'll have to open the engine bay, please, James, because this is the iconic M100 engine. I know I've mentioned it before, guys, but for those that are not familiar with them, the only motor that I know of that's got its own plug.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I'll start it up, Vince.
Thanks. So at the President's meeting in Stuttgart each year, the president of the M100 Club comes along. So this is a 6.3 V8.
Yes, that's right. Mechanical injection, steering, conditioning, sunroof, windows, automatic, everything you can offer. I was on offer at that stage, available in this car.
Right.
Apparently the price was the same as a new Rolls Royce at the time, so I made it away.
Right.
This one has got a bit of a problem with the power steering, it can be sorted, but other than that, it drives beautiful.
Terrific. Well, thank you, James. Let's have a look at your other two.